I was hurting all alone. I was searching for a comfort I could find on my own, with no direction, feeling down. My life was headed for disaster till you turned me around. Nothing ever had been able to ease me.
My name is Teresa Harvey. I am the owner of God's Connection Transition. GCT actually got its original papers from the state of Maryland in 2007, in September of 2007. My husband is, he works for Waste Management. He's a sanitation truck driver, and he does the night shifts. So people sleeping on the streets, they had cargo boxes, they were covered. They'd line up cargo boxes, and then that would be their mattress, and then they put a blanket on, and then they cover themselves up with blankets. At the particular one that we seen, they were lined up against the wall, and you could see the rats running along the wall. I said, you know, we gotta help.
But just to take and seeing the need, and then just something so small as taking a sandwich in a bag and taking it to the streets. And you didn't know if they were going to accept it or not, but you know you had to at least do your part.
We turned it into God's Connection, which means God joining people together to undergo a change.
God's connection, and it's transitioning. That's where it goes. God, He's connecting this thing, and He's transitioning it out, man. And my wife, he put that name in my wife.
I had met the one guy that was from one of the local bakeries, and he said that we could come and pick their bread up. So that's how the bread started. And then another gentleman had an old box truck that had just been sitting there. So my husband talked to him about purchasing it at first, and then the guy said, no, I just donated it to you. So we started with a box truck. And then from the box truck, we got more bread. And then we started, okay, now we're collecting all this food, and every weekend, instead of just doing the homeless, we're now going to different neighborhoods and just putting our product out into different neighborhoods, and people are coming.
Well, when I was a young boy, my mama would say.
So every day, wake up at 4:45 a.m. And we meet at the warehouse to begin our bread pickup, which normally on average I would say we pick up about 1,600 pounds of bread of all different kinds of varieties of sliced bread. We go back to the warehouse about 6 a.m. and we begin to unload it to prepare for the organizations to come in and pick them up, and then that way they'll be able to distribute it to the folks in need in their local community.
Oh, my name is Sister Cameron. I'm the wife of this goodly gentleman here who's a pastor of Lighthouse. And I want to thank you for doing this interview today, because we love to talk on behalf of GCT.
We've been getting food from GCT for about 4 years now, and they have been a wonderful blessing and a wonderful addition to what we do in ministry. And we thank God for GCT and the partnership that we have with them.
We get about 15 organizations a week that come and pick up bread from us.
At the Forest Oak Towers Seniors Community Center.
Can't stop, won't stop. Where the brakes at? I give him that diddy bop. Like take that, take that, take that, take that. I'ma put in work.
What you're looking at right now is about 500 pounds of sliced bread, bagels, for the Forest Oak Towers Senior Community Living Center. And this will all be gone in a matter of minutes.
How y'all doing
We are so far off on rent and just things are piling up and I don't know how we're gonna pay. I don't know how we're gonna do it. I'm like, I didn't even know it was that bad. You were like, yeah, it's pretty bad.
We're behind on rent, the truck wouldn't work.
We're not gonna close down the doors. Money is besides the point. Man, we work too hard.
We're out of money. You know, we did all 401ks, we did anything that we had available. We're out of money. And in May, I couldn't pay the rent. And so my cry to God was, I am so sorry that I honor you and I can't pay my bills. And that was my cry. And then I talked to Raphael and I told him that we're not going to be able to continue on. I can't pay you. So he said, well, you're not going to pay me, so I'm going to keep on working, because even if you don't have money, I'm still going to be doing what I do. And so that was our conversation, and we went on and did our work. And then I tell you that it wasn't even a week after that God picked my husband up and set him on a pedestal. And Waste Management, they put money in our account.
Really, in the coming days, we're on Fortune magazine.
We went from Fortune 500, then People magazine picked us up. You know, nobody picks up a nonprofit, especially a truck driver, in People magazine. Then you go from there, and if you Google search our name, and it's like all these other little magazines. We had the City of Gaithersburg, we had all the local papers contacting us. Then Channel 4 News put us on, and we went from there. And this was in a matter of 2 weeks. From the time Fortune 500 magazine aired till we got on Channel 4 News was 2 weeks. It just that all of a sudden, you couldn't get back to the emails fast enough on everybody that was emailing us.
Need a bill, because there's other things that he wants. It's not only just to feed them, man, but to put classrooms and teach them, man, and raise them up.
Where GCT's larger picture is a 2-year program. And this 2-year program is called the ARC. Arise, Rebuild with Knowledge. It's a campus. And in that campus, you will learn how to do, which is our base programs, learn how to do your finances, learn how to run a checkbook, be able to go to school. There will be a vocational school on the bottom level, as well as GCT's pantry, a daycare center, be able to have a full campus of different activities as well as apartments. That is our long-term goal, to be able to help people for more than just a minute, because when you feed somebody, it's a Band-Aid. But if you give them knowledge to be able to do it themselves, then they become self-sustainable. And that is our goal, because we don't want to keep just being able to feed you. We want to give you a future.
Matt and the other volunteers, man, are really instrumental into being able to get done as much as we can in terms of volume, and then also being more efficient. These guys, man, it mean a lot. You know, we tell them all the time. They mean the world to us.
Am I my brother's keeper? Somebody lift your hands as we celebrate the greatness of our God.
It's been an awesome ride.
Before we go, let's end on a high note. A truck driver, Army veteran, and father of 5, Arnold Harvey, is helping thousands of homeless families each week in the Washington, D.C. area.